Winners, butt kickers, champions in life, Vincent Rose here, the Fat Killer with H2G Fitness, coming to you from my dining room. And I hope everyone's having an amazing day. I just wanted to record a real quick message for you guys to answer a question that I kept getting over and over again yesterday regarding a post that I had put up that was showing my 3.5-year progress that I've made. I've done 4 different cut bulk cycles over the course of the last 3.5 years, and I posted these photos to show people kind of the progression that I was going through from year to year. And the question I kept getting over and over again is, Vincent, why in the heck are you doing that? Why would you get in amazing shape and then get fat? Just to get back into amazing shape, to get fat again, to get back into amazing shape again, to get fat again, to get back into amazing shape again. What in the world are you doing, man? And I needed to record this video to answer that question, right? Here's the deal. I have a goal of building lots of muscle. I also have a goal of looking like a fitness person year-round and having a very low body fat percentage. Unfortunately, I'm not able to do both of these at the same time, and here's a tip. Neither are you. It is a myth that you can build muscle and lose fat at the same time. It doesn't work that way, and here's the science behind this. Look, there is a caloric maintenance level that each and every one of us has. It's different for everyone, but we all have a caloric maintenance level. And if you are eating at a maintenance level of calories for your body, in that state of caloric consumption, you will not gain or lose fat because you're at a maintenance level. Also, when you're in this caloric maintenance level, you will not gain or lose muscle. You will maintain your body in its current state. You're not gaining or losing fat. You're not gaining or losing muscle. You're maintaining yourself, hence caloric maintenance level. Now, if one was to want to start losing fat, there's only one way to do it. They start eating a deficit of calories. And when you put yourself into a caloric deficit, this is an environment that is conducive to fat. You will start tapping into stored energy and burning body fat. Unfortunately, your body's not just going to attack its fat, it will also start attacking muscle tissue. So when you're losing fat, you are going to lose some muscle. There's a way to minimize it, but you're not going to be able to lose fat and keep all the muscle that you have. You're going to lose muscle whenever you're dieting, period, end of report. How much you lose depends on if you know what you're doing or not whenever you're dieting. Now, if you are somebody that wants to build muscle, there's only one way to do it. You have to be eating in a caloric surplus of calories. You're taking in more food than what your body needs to maintain itself. And this is an environment that is conducive to muscle building. When you're taking in more calories and you're adding in resistance training and breaking down your muscle, and then you're feeding it all this surplus of nutrients and amino acids and all this kind of fun stuff, your body will start to grow. It'll start to build. But sorry, while you're building muscle, your muscle is not the only part of your body that gets the extra that's going into it. Your fat stores are going to get it too. And so here's the goal, right? Everybody wants to build muscle. Everybody wants to lose fat, but you can't do both at the same time. You are either in a process of building muscle and trying to minimize the fat gain, or you are in a process of losing body fat and you're trying to minimize the muscle loss. And that's what you're always doing. Now, what proves this? Study bodybuilders, study figure competitors, study fitness competitors, study physique competitors, study, classical, the new classical physique competitors and all this kind of fun stuff. These are people who have committed their lives to being more muscular than anybody on the planet and being leaner than anybody on the planet. And if you see what they do, they will diet down into a show, and then in between shows, they'll balloon up and they'll bulk up and they'll look more fluffy. And yes, they're more full, but their six-pack goes away. And then they'll diet back down into their next show. And then they'll balloon up again. and then they'll diet until their next show, and then they'll balloon up again. Why do they keep getting fat in between shows? Is it because they're lazy? Is it because they're bored? Is it because they just like yo-yo dieting? No! It's because you can't build muscle and lose fat at the same time. If you want to build muscle, you have to gain fat. If you want to lose fat, you have to lose muscle along with it and try to minimize the loss of your muscle as much as possible. If it were possible to get in phenomenal shape and then just keep putting on muscle, putting on muscle, putting on muscle, putting on muscle, competitors would stay lean year-round and just keep getting bigger. There's not a competitor on the planet that does that because your body doesn't let you do it. There's only 2-3 competitors that have ever been able to successfully grow into a show versus diet into a show. There was a gentleman by the name of Sean Ray who was a genetic freak, and he was one of the few people on the planet that, yes, he would actually gain weight and get leaner into a show. But that's like 0.00001% of the population, which means it's probably not you. You're probably better off playing the lottery and trying to hit the mega billion, whatever the crap. You have a better chance of doing that than you do building muscle and losing fat at the same time. I'm just being serious. So, that being said, that is the reason, guys, for the 4 pictures. That's the reason for going from fat to in shape, fat to in shape, fat to in shape. And that's the reason that you will see me do that year in, year out. And if you want a tip, when you're building muscle, do it in the winter. Because when you're wearing a sweater and you're getting more fluffy, nobody can tell. Nobody knows I get out of shape until I post a picture like that. They're like, I had no idea you looked that fat. It was winter time. I'm wearing pants and sweaters. And then whenever you're losing fat, do it in the summertime, because that's when you're walking around the pool, the beach, the lake, or whatever it might be. So bulk in the winter, cut in the summer, and if you do that, you'll look like a fitness person year round, and you can gain new size from year to year to year to year. Hopefully this was helpful. With that, over and out. Vincent Rose, H2G Fitness, the future is bright. Something good is happening. You guys take care, be blessed, over and out. Stop trying to build muscle and lose fat at the same time because you can't. Peace.